Safe Express. The final session on day one in the leadership track was a classic finale as moderator Gautam Srinivasan deep dived with his panelists on defining the leaders of tomorrow, the world at 2030. Are you ready for change?
So maybe we could start with how the nature of leadership itself has changed and some of the key highlights which folks have seen. Umesh, we'll start with you on that.
So the leaders in the past world, you'll need those leaders who will define the strategy, they will have the execution, will get to do that. But that's not enough. We need an arsenal of a very different mindset and skills. And specifically, what's a mindset? In the new world, you have to think completely global. When I say global, purely from a demand side, you have the entire world as your market. You have, from a supply perspective, entire employees can be across the world. That's a new way of thinking.
The overall perspective, towards the hierarchical approach has completely changed now. If you just look at that, most of us, generally when you actually, our language has changed actually. If you look at that, when interviews have become interactions. So whenever we speak, introduce somebody today, so we always talk about individual working with me, definitely not working under me. The problem is that it's become more inclusive rather than becoming individual and trying to actually approach to the overall problem. I would always see that most of the problems are generally solved when you actually change your overall approach to the problem itself. It's not about throwing a problem into an individual. It is most of the time I have experienced in my mind. Most of the time it's about being with them, sitting with them, and trying to solve the problem and getting into the problem on it, and probably giving a touch on certain things which probably that problem solution might be actually missing. That's also something which has actually come to us as a pressure being leader. But most of the results are achieved here, which I have seen, is when you start including them and try to solve the problem, being part of the team as a team.
Sunil, let me come to you for your perspective. Unlearning old habits for a leader. How do you go about it? Because the context is also important for the leader. As in, what am I doing and why am I doing it in the context of both the organization and the leader themselves? So your thoughts on how leaders can unlearn old habits?
So as a leader, I think it's continuous challenge for basically picking up new learning so that they can stay updated of new advancements happening, new changes happening in the technology area. And then basically that dynamics is very important, because if you have to convey a message of positivity, let's say benefits, your employees should also be aligned with you.
After an interesting day one, day two opened with a terrific leadership track on the theme uncovering innovation, opportunities and delivering cost savings, harnessing the power of extended value chain thinking and collaboration.
Supply chain is all about data. The more data you have, the more context you have. The more context you have, the better the decisions are. So from this perspective, I think all the organizations first need to focus on digitizing the data, number one. Number two, once they have digitized the data, you will be able to sort of move into digitalizing the processes that are involved. And then you have patterns within data that will help you to sort of sense and respond with agility, because then you know the fluctuations in demand and you'll be able to sense and respond better.
ELSC per se as a platform is a great arena wherein top supply chain talent from the user side as well as from the LSP side all get together in one platform, and they share the best of the best practices, insights. At the same time, it's a good opportunity for us to also generate business leads as an LSP.
Warehousing plays a very pivotal role in terms of improving efficiencies and reducing cost. And some of the things what we promote and foster is having a multi-client facility across all our customers, where we can have synergies and, share resources. We also make sure that we invest in technology to make, things much faster and error-proof.
Mapple's Map My India presents 14th Express Logistics and Supply Chain Conclave in association with Safe Express, Platinum Partner, Oracle, Logistics Partner, DP World, Gold Partners, Pando, 3SC, Creating Value, Lodha Industrial and Logistics Park, G Trophy, Silver Partners, TCI Supply Chain, FM Logistics, Verdis, Bronze Partner, NL Green Power, Blue Yonder, conceived and managed by Kami.